what Hunter children to do? This year the Queen Quet coming to Hunter for this year Gullah Geechee TV Nation News. I'm so glad for day you're in the Gullah Geechee Nation coming to Hunter live for this year station one more get. Now upon this year episode, we're going to take on a journey right along with we about the Gullah Geechee Gold Soul World Tour. Now plenty of Hunter children who the fan on Facebook and things like that, or Hunter to follow we on Twitter and things, Hunter to yet plenty about this year. And especially if Hunter the Gullah Geechee Sea Island Coalition member, a supporter and things, Hunter gonna get all kind of email, get the conk, all of these things, but let Hunter know where we to go. So this year episode, we want Hunter for tuning in and want Hunter rather was for share what is going on down here. And so for all of you who are first tuning into Gullah Geechee TV, you've never been to our station before, we thank you for joining us because this is the TV station for the Gullah Geechee Nation. We also have the Gullah Geechee Nation Facebook fan page, and you can find Gullah Geechee folks on Twitter and begin to follow us and learn a lot more about what we're talking about on this episode. For most of you who are already familiar, I am Queen Quet, Chiefess and Head of State for the Gullah Geechee Nation. This is our national flag that y'all are going to see blowing in different cities around the world for the several months to come for the Gullah Geechee Gold Souls World Tour. It doesn't just end with the end of the year. And so we are well on the way, about a third of the journey through. And so we've been sharing parts of it here on this station throughout the year. But in this episode, I want you to know some of the places that we are about to come to in October and November. And of course, the Gullah Geechee Sea Island Coalition's anniversary is coming up on December the 21st. And the Gullah Geechee Sea Island Coalition was the first organization to exist in the world that put the term Gullah/Geechee together. And so we are so proud that we then began a movement that is for the advocacy of the continued rights and existence of Gullah Geechee people and their traditions on their homeland, from Jacksonville, North Carolina to Jacksonville, South Carolina, and inward to the St. Johns River. And so we want all of you who don't get a chance to come down here and experience the Gullah Geechee Garden, and I'm standing in here at our site on St. Helena Island, South Carolina, to at least enjoy some of the fruits of our labor through this channel and through the work that we're doing. And so for all of you who have clicked that give button on our pages that have contributed already to the Gullah Geechee Gold Souls campaign, and those who came down from the various places around the world and around the country to help us build up the garden and to continue working on the Gullah Geechee Al-Kebulan Archive building. We are only still in the first phase, about to enter the second right after December 21st. We appreciate you, we respect you, and we say thank you, Hunter children. And so we definitely thank God for this your time, because we be Gullah Geechee anointed people. And so glad that Hunter to tune in to this your TV show, because Hunter to know this year that what's going on. One thing about them children, me like chocolate and things like that, and me not like for be cool. So me do all of this shit thing with this shit called Organo Gold. That's right. For those of you who are just like me, who love chocolate, you don't like being cold, well, I found this good organic coffee that also has Ganoderma in it, and they have a hot chocolate with the same thing. And this Ganoderma is an ancient Chinese herb. So it takes away all of these negative effects and things like that the chocolate and whatnot would have normally had, as well as the coffees, the caffeine in it might have. It helps to balance out a lot of things that usually if we just eat the one or we just drink the other one, that people will say, well, you end up with all these different little side effects from it. Well, this Ganoderma that's infused in it is supposed to help you take away those things. And since I like to be warm as often as I can, coming from the islands and all, I'm not children know why they talk about it. We are so glad that this year, New Health Concepts that sells Organo Gold products is one of our sponsors for the Gullah Geechee Gold Souls World Tour. And so it is great to sit out here on a chilly fall day right here in the Gullah Geechee Garden and have a little bit of this here Organo Gold for we take down and take in. So Hunter children who are coming out to any of our events that are coming up for the Gullah Geechee Gold Souls World Tour, bring a little bit of shiny thing so Hunter can see what this here kind of gold bring. Okay? Come on children, join me. Well, how 100 children to do? This year the Queen Quet one more again coming to 100 children for this year Gullah Geechee TV Nation News. I'm so glad that there's so much 100 children been to tune in for all of these your broadcasts coming from this year Gullah Geechee Gold Soul World Tour and things like that. For all the 100 children who've been with me from the beginning of the year up to now, 100 of no see. Me done gone all around the world and things like that. This year I done been in Geneva, Switzerland, done stopped in Paris and things like that, and been in New York, done been all through in South Kakalaki and all these kind of things like that, and about to go on to North Kakalaki. Now 100 children are going there with me a lot of time and things like that, but that would have coming up next. So for many people who often hear me mention that the Gullah Geechee Nation begins in Jacksonville, North Carolina, and extends southward to Jacksonville, Florida, takes up all of the Sea Islands and 30 to 35 miles inland onto the mainland, are not often familiar with the North Carolina story of our story as Gullah Geechees, especially those who are on the inward portions of North Carolina. So we have a wonderful opportunity to connect with people in North Carolina coming up at Guilford College in Greensboro. So we definitely want you all to come on out to what's going to be a conversation with yours truly. And so we're going to have that coming up very soon. All the details are coming up on the screen, and we want 100 children for Bide, for Yeti, Huida, down young. Join us on the road for this Gullah Geechee Gold Souls World Tour. Myself and the Gullah Connection will be bringing just a little bit of who we done down here to up yonder where 100 of the children are dead in North Kakalaki. So come join me, children, and stay tuned, because after it's all over, it will be broadcast here on Gullah Geechee TV. This year, the We Station for We Gullah Geechee Nation. Well, how 100 children to do? This year the Queen Quet coming to 100 from this year Gullah Geechee Nation for Gullah Geechee TV Nation News. Now plenty of 100 children know say 100 going meet up with me all over the place this year and things like that for we Gullah Geechee Gold Soul World Campaign. Now plenty of time of 100 children and yet me from this year program, 100 and yet me from Gullah Geechee Rhythm Radio, 100 a day and Sunday audience and things like that. 100 yet me to crack my teeth about how the other rest of children when I call we black gold, black cargo and things like that. Igbo, Mandinka, Malinke, Yoruba, Gullah, Geechee, Mendi, Temni, Ifik, Ibibio, and all these other rest of kind of African people. Where Betifa, Frauke Bulan, Kiamyam, Panisi Island thing like that. 100 yeti called Sea Island, 100 yeti called Low Country, or rather was 100 should have done no, so this year to go to Geechee Nation. From Jacksonville, North Kakalaki, to Jacksonville, Florida, come inland, the St. John River, and things like that. Then 100 know say this year the way we did it. And we ancestor them, the one who built up all of this shit. And where we still did it, they did. Now plenty of time 100 children to get together this year time of the year. People that start to get together, forget around all of this season and things like that. So back at yonder, if 100 women get together and things like that, it be so easy as 100 children to do now to push card inside these your place and then to bring out thing and then sit down to one another to one long table and thing like that and just have plenty thing for nyam pun. Study about what all the people would have to do. Study about what their ancestors would have to do. After done going in the field and thing like that and get all that sweet tater, yeah, 100 children like for had and thing for nyam pun and Thanksgiving of kind, you want all that sweet tater and thing candy up and thing on top of the table from going and 100 belly. Well, think about who have a plan to see it. Think about them have a plan slip and thing. Think about what them weed and thing and what have to pull out. Then think about half a guine on for pull a weed and thing and then wine going caught the top. Then rather was when they have to dig down in the ground but get them from underneath it. So now all of this should have a going on before the tater get washed off. Then the tater rather was either get bald or big and thing like that for 100 children now upon Thanksgiving to cut it. Then for all the 100 children who throw rice on the plate, you done see my program when we done tell 100 about this year, the mortar in the pestle and things like that. So plenty of time when 100 children to get together for nyam pun rice now. And it's the same thing. Carolina Gold where we had back on where we ancestor them from Madagascar the one where they say, bring them here for Auke Bulan to this your land where the red man be called Chikara. You see. So now, this your day, when we the kind together, we not study about the red man. We not study about the culture and things like that. And rather us, we not study about we ancestors and why he been to do what he been to do. But so that's why this your program, this your day. For first, let 100 children get it, but where we the going for the Gullah Geechee Gold Soul World Talk, but also for get 100 children, for bring them back to 100 remembrance, all of what we have to give thanks for the way we done come, all the hard work, what we done going into this your ground, and come up with all we can. Yeah, thank God that night this shall see all that sand. So I'm so glad that 100 children are tuned in for this year episode. So 100 going to know that this year the work going on.